Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely closure for your junk journals or any journal that you're going to be using. It's lovely, really lovely. All it is wire and beads. Now I'm using some beads from BB Craft, and I'm also using some of this lovely galvanized wire. Now this is just from the garden centre, and that's just to add the base of it. And it's really lovely. I love it. I'm just using it on a basic journal, so I found just a plain covered one just to show you, so it looks a little bit better without it being too fussy underneath, so that you can see it. Now I just use a piece of lace, and what it is, it's just a little buckle like this, and I've sewn it here on the sewing machine to hold that on, but you can put a few little stitches in there if you like, to put it on. But if you can see, it is lovely. And what it is, it's just wire wrapped around with some beautiful little beads on, and then this just goes up through there and down. So that's why I've only put the beads on this side, because that's the side that you see without the being covered up. So I just think it's lovely. And again, you can use, if you've got any beads at home which you've off jewellery, anything like that, I think they would look lovely. So you can have anything to match your journals. So I'm going to show you how we make that. Really simple. I'm going to be using some of the sea beads. I'm going to be using some of the 22 gauge wire, and I think I'm going to use some of the clear beads as well, which are lovely, the little glass beads. But to start with, I'm going to use some, let me just pop that over to the side, because I'm going to get a wire everywhere in a minute. Now I'm going to use some of this, and I'm going to use sort of like, I'm going to use 3 ruler worth, so that's going to be about 36 inches. Let's just get this out. Or what's that? That's going to be about 90 centimeters, something like that. You can always add more. So if you don't want to work with too big a piece of wire that's going to be flicking everywhere, then just use a shorter length. Now I'm going to use the oxide spray bottle just to wrap around. So what should we do? 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap it around 5 times, just so you've got a nice little circle. And let me just wrap that first one around like that. Okay, now this is going to be, oopsie daisy, don't squeeze it like that, which I've just done. Pulled it too tight. Let's open that up. There we go. Now let's just wrap that round. So all of this is doing, all we're doing is wrapping it around the circle, just like that. Now I'm going to just, I haven't taken, you can use a longer piece of wire, but I haven't taken too much, because it just flicks everywhere and it's harder to pop through in and out. So what I'll do is I will take another piece of wire in a minute and wrap it around like that. So let's just go round once like that, so you can see, and then I'm going to go down through, because we want that middle bit, don't we? So we go down through there. I'm going to pop it up just so we can catch that at the bottom. Just wrap that round, and then we'll go back up again, put it down, just so you've got it closed at the top and the bottom. So we want to go around a couple of times, so we've got it nice and safe on there. Pop that down through, pop it through like that. Then I'm just going to just wrap it around the middle bit like this, just so we can, just makes it stronger, just to hold it nice and strong. Now I'm going to use another piece in a minute. Now do take your time making this, just so it's all nice and neat. Well, it doesn't have to be too neat, but you need a certain amount of neatness, don't you? Like that. Let's just pop that around under there, like that. Perfect. Wrap that around. Lovely. So that is your basic buckle shape. So I'm going to get a little bit more wire now and just sort of like thicken it up. And just cut another piece off. It's probably best to just use as much as you can sort of like cope with, if you know what I mean. If you've got lots of room, then you can use a little bit longer wire. So just start it off and wrap it round like this. Oops, I'm probably not even in the video, sorry. The thing is, working with wire, it tends to sort of like go all over the place, doesn't it? Okay, now I'll probably speed this up just so you can see me doing it a little bit quicker. Going around here like that. Okay, so I have wrapped that all around it. I've cut some of that video out so you didn't have to watch me wrap around it that whole time, but I've gone around it just with that wire just to secure it and make it a little bit sort of like thicker. So I'm just going to finish this off, wrap that around the top like that. Okay, let me just cut this piece off, and then we will just try and sort of tuck that piece in if we can, in there like that. So there we go. So that's just, it's not very even, is it? Try and get yours a little bit more even than that, but I think I'll have this bit where the beads are going to be, and this bit we can just wrap some fabric around there. So that's your basic shape, which is really, really simple, but you didn't need to see me cover up the whole thing. So what I'm going to use this, which is the 22 gauge. I'm going to just take a little bit like this, just enough so we can handle it properly. I'm going to use, I forgot to bring a little pot. I'm just going to use some little silver seed beads for this. Where's my little bowl when I need it? Never mind. So let's just pop that through there. Wrap that around. Just secure it nicely. Okay, in there. Up. And then let's just go through and wrap it round. See, I didn't do that very well, did I? Just clip that up. Okay, so I'm going to take just one of my little beads, pop it round, and I'm going to just pop that just so it's sort of like at the top, and then wrap it round, pop that through there. Make sure you don't buckle up all your wire like that. Knock your beads over everywhere. Pop that one on, just pop it, hold it so it's sort of like at the top between your thumb and finger, and pop that back up through, wrap it round. So just keep adding your beads like that. Hold it with your thumb and finger like that so it stays in place like that, and then just keep adding your beads down. Hold it in place and wrap it around. This is quite a nice one just to do, to just a bit of a relaxing one, I think. Just pop it in. If we can pick up a bead, probably be easy if you had a bowl as well, and then you won't get beads everywhere. Now again, I'm just doing it like this, but obviously you can do it however you like. I'm just wrapping them round like this, so you can put lots of different coloured ones on there, however you, well, it depends what sort of journal you want it for as well, doesn't it? Actually, if you're doing a nice boho journal, you could have it really nice and colourful, couldn't you? Some beautiful coloured beads. Go. Hold that tight. There we go. I used to make lots of heart dingly danglies with beads on, and many moons ago when I used to do craft fairs, and I loved them. I still have them as well. Still have a few of them. Just love making them. Just to make them sitting watching telly. So how many beads is that? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8. And we'll probably get about 10 on there, I think. Oh look, I've got myself a little knot in here. Let's just see if we can untwist that without breaking the wire. There we go. I think that should be okay. Hold that in between. It's just when you put your wire through, it tends to sort of get caught, doesn't it? Okay, so that was, what was that? Was that number 9? One more. And then what you do exactly the same with your other beads, coloured beads. I'm just going to use the glass beads on this, like that, and you just go back the other way and sort of put them in. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 beads, and then let me just push those to the side. Then I'm going to take some little glass beads. Now these are really pretty. Maybe I should have used coloured ones so you could probably see a little bit better. But can you see? They're a little bit bigger. Pop that through. Hold that in there. I think I'll do sort of like one every. Won't do 10. Probably only end up doing maybe 5 or 6 maybe. Because these are a little bit bigger. I do think they look lovely. Nice and shiny when you catch them in the light. Hope you can see that. Pop that on there. Suppose you could probably have as many layers of it as you like, couldn't you? Lots of different colours on there. Got some little pearly ones that I could probably pop on top as well. Let's just wrap that round. Pop that in. I have one more at the top. Look at that. Not very even, but that's okay, isn't it? Things don't have to be perfect. Let's just wrap that around. Pull a little bit tight. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and thread that back through. Will that go through the bead? Or maybe I'll pop it through the seed bead. Let's see if it will go through. I don't think it's going to go through there. Oh yes, it will. Back through the bead. Pull that down like that. Perfect. So what I did, I finished it off by popping it back through that bead there. Squash that down. Okay, so look at that. I just think that looks really, really lovely. Now what you do, I don't have any fabric, so let's just use the end of this. So what I would do, I would pop that through there like that. Okay, and what I would actually do is just gather that up nicely and tidy, pop that through there, go to my sewing machine and sew that down, and look at that. So now I have two, and I just think they look beautiful, don't they? Could do with a silly bit. I should have got a bit more fabric. I've got this little bit here, so you could pop that through there, pop that, bring it up through the back and then down, and then that's how you would have your closure. I just think that looks really, really lovely, doesn't it? So it doesn't matter what size journal you have, but I just think they look lovely, really, really lovely. So you can make them out of all sorts of different colours, beads and things like that, and I think it was really, really nice. So there we go, guys. Really quite simple to make. It just takes time just to wrap the wire, so it's just really wrapping wire and beads. I've also going to do a tutorial on this one as well, which is like a little, can you see, it almost looks like a little fuchsia, which I've done with the beads, which is lovely. So I will show you how to make those as well. So that would look lovely on a journal, or even as a pair of earrings would look pretty, wouldn't it? So I've got lots of little beady things that I'm going to be doing, but I'm loving this, and I just think it looks really, really lovely on your journals. So if you put that over there, this comes up underneath, down through there, and you've got your lovely closure. And if you just pull them up like this, I just think that would look lovely on a little wedding one, wouldn't it? You've got a nice wedding journal. You could have them so they come up like that, and that comes down, and I just think it looks really, really pretty. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. That was a really nice sort of like, just a sort of like beady wire one today. So please stay safe, take care, have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you guys soon. All right, guys, bye bye.